Everywhere you look in South Phillips County, Montana, beautiful views of nature in harmony with ranching are unlimited. Ranchers have been calling this place home for more than 100 years. At the Montana Stockgrowers Association, we wanted to find out why, and how ranchers are able to establish this prairie and ranch haven.
I've been here in South Phillips County my entire life. My great-grandfather and my great-uncle all homesteaded on land that we still have at this time. We feel that the country is in better shape now than it's ever been. We know what works, what doesn't work. We've improved on what does work, and we continue to do that daily. I mean, we're out here on the land. If you're going to be here year in and year out, and like we've been, and continue to improve the country and like we've have done and continue to do, you've got to take care of it or it won't take care of you. Ranching, the way I see it, where we're the people on the ground, it makes us so much better caretakers. There's a reason that all these wildlife are here and we've got the endangered species that we do. It's because they like the way we've managed it.
The thing that ranching means to me is an attachment to the land and a really nice place to raise a family. We are doing a good job, and that we're a part of the reason why things are so good here, and we still hold the many species that are disappearing in other parts of the world.
It teaches our kids responsibility, hardworking, and just makes them a full-rounded child, preparing them for the rest of the world and for the rest of their lives.
What do you help Mommy do?
Garden. Ranching is important because we need food to survive.
I'll do everything in my power to never sell this ranch. My great-grandfather didn't sell it, nor my grandfather, nor my dad, so this ranch isn't mine to sell.
To have everybody working together every day is quite a privilege, I think. You know, that most families don't get to spend as much time together as we've gotten to spend together. Here we're on the land every single day. I don't think there's going to ever be an end to farming and ranching. People have to eat. When we feed people, that's a basic necessity, a basic need, and that's what we provide.
We're very fortunate in this landscape to have ranchers who value conservation and are willing to reach out to others in order to extend those conservation efforts. The ranchers in this community are very open to partnership, and they're very open to experimenting and trying new things and adapting their ranching methods to the landscape that surrounds them, and they've done that for generations. I think there's been a lot of restoration that's been done over the course of time here, and you've got a great working operation. You know, you got a great working landscape here. You got people who are feeding our nation and providing, you know, food and fiber, and they're doing so in a manner that's healthy for the environment and healthy for the local economic base. And that's an important thing, and it's not something that should be taken lightly. In order to have a high-functioning and sustainable ranching operation, you really need to have functioning and healthy wildlife habitats as well. And that is happening on a daily basis in this county.
When I was born in a family of 8 on a little irrigated place, 100 acres, up there on Milk River Valley, and we had milk cows and sugar beets and pigs and chickens and everything that was work. And for me to have got away from that and been able to move out this country and put together the ranch that I have and raise the family that I have, sometimes when I'm by myself, I just stop there and just sit there a while and thank God that he left me here.
I guess humans have had a large impact on their surrounding environment, and I wanted to be as sustainable as I could, and I feel that this lifestyle is a very good example of that, and we are working every day to make it much better.
Ranchers have been restoring this prairie since the dirty 30s. At that time, the main question was, will the grass ever grow? And look what a beautiful place we have now.
I think it's really important for us to get the message out to the public at large about the compatibility of long-term sustainable agriculture with wildlife. A lot of people, I think, believe that, for example, removing livestock from the land would be beneficial, but as we've talked about, long-term non-use is really no more beneficial than overuse. So well-planned sustainable systems benefit not only us in terms of food production, but they definitely benefit wildlife populations as well.
I think ranchers should be on this land because we have spent hundreds of years managing livestock, and we've returned this particular landscape was very nearly destroyed with the homestead era, small farms, overgrazing, blowing dirt, and the ranching community with technical assistance from government agencies, NRCS, BLM actually helped, taught us better ways to do this, and we're just now scratching the surface in the really good work that we can do creating wildlife habitat as well as providing food and fiber for the American public.
For the most part, the ranchers are adhering to the basic principles of range management, and we have also had 125 years of experience. I feel that we're very essential.
I fell in love with this country 40 years ago. That's why I'm still here. And you just have a love for the land.
There's no doubt that we wouldn't have the great diversity range-wise and biologically without the fine stewardship of Montana's ranchers. These ranchers have been on the landscape, they've grown to appreciate the landscape and what it can provide for them. And while it's meeting their bottom line of maintaining sustainability, it's also meeting the bottom line of the birds, the wildlife, and it's just one great ecosystem. Without ranchers, we certainly wouldn't have this. My goal is protecting the grassland bird. As a rancher, their goal is to maintain their livelihood and a productive ranch. We can accomplish the same goals with the same management, and everybody wins.
We came to the prairie to learn why ranchers have stayed here for generations, and how they've allowed the environment to prosper. Now we know that the land and the people are inseparable. For either to thrive, both must. And one thing that's for sure, the future of this prairie lies in good hands.